What's going on, my guy? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Cowboys family, man? Glad to be back and intact, doing what we do best, man.
Yeah, man,
Bringing that
100%.
that fire.
Yes, yeah. Sorry about that. Somebody said we couldn't hear me, but definitely got that fixed right away. Also, I got SoFlo in the building. Um, huge fan of SoFlo. I don't know if you guys have seen. If you haven't seen their YouTube channel, definitely go check them out. SoFlo, please tell the fans where to find you and let them know about that huge setup that you have in the background that I'm sure people haven't seen before. And if you
Hey
haven't,
Sid. Hey Sid, thanks for
Guys,
having
thanks for having us
us.
back on the show, man.
If you guys don't know, I'm Nisha. This is John. We're SoFlo Cowboys. Diehard Cowboys fan from sunny South Florida. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
yeah,
There it
definitely.
is, man. There it is.
Definitely go check them out, man. J Tuck, man, let the fans know where to find you, man.
Don't find me, man. You don't. You guys don't want to, you guys don't want to find me, man. Yeah, you can find me on the Cowboys fans only channel on YouTube. Go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. Somewhere down there. Also, follow me on Twitter at jtuck151. And for all Dallas Cowboys fans, you can go to www.cowboysfansonly.com and get all of your CFO gang gear. Shouts out to everyone who's been purchasing from the stores, going like crazy. So I appreciate it. And I'm going to cook something up for you guys real special this weekend. So stay tuned for that as well.
Yeah.
Hey, J Tuck, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that link to that shirt, man. You didn't send that to me yet.
I got you, man. I got you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Definitely go check that out, man. Jay, it's a pleasure to have you back on the show. It's been a minute since we've done something. I showed up on your show a couple weeks ago during the after the Atlanta game that we both lost our minds on.
Yeah, crazy.
You know, and you've been so busy, guys. Definitely check out Jay, man. He's doing big things. Always doing more than I'm doing right now because he's just so busy. Even for me to get scheduled with him, I have to schedule
Big time, prime time.
Yeah, you know,
man.
prime. Yo, but seriously, huge respect and congratulations, Jay, man. And I wish you
it.
all the success in what you're doing, man.
And it couldn't be done without you guys and your support. All the people who's watching it, man, I appreciate your support.
Sir.
Rocking with your guy on Twitter through all my craziness. You're still here, and we're gonna continue to grow this thing on Outsit and stay active and take this all the way through the season.
Yeah, man. I just want to say what's up to a few people in the chat. The chat's already blowing up. The Lunatic, thanks a lot for tuning in, man. The Boys 2138, thanks. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, man. Huge respect. Nate Naruso, always in the building as well. And I'm sure the chat is going to start getting more and more busier as the show goes on because we have a huge announcement about how you can win a Cee Dee Lamb jersey. So
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, so you gotta stay in the chat to find out how you can do that. What's up, Jason Jerry, man? Rep your team, definitely, man. We always rep the Dallas Cowboys. So we're gonna jump right into it. So the Dallas Cowboys are struggling, and I'm gonna say it because that's exactly what we're doing. Our offense, I don't think our offense is struggling as much as people think we are, but I think our defense is definitely hurting. And Jay, on your show yesterday, and I said it, and I'm going to say it again on my show, the penalties are killing us. You know,
Right.
I think that's one of the major issues that we're having. Our secondary's killing us. And I'm gonna throw out a whole bunch of stuff. Where's D-Law? Like there's just a lot of stuff that's just not working together. We're not gelling yet as a team. And I think that the fact that we didn't have a preseason with all the changes that the Dallas Cowboys made definitely hurt us. So with that being said, what do you guys think the Dallas Cowboys have to work on in the next, because we have an easy lineup. The next 5 games for me is pretty easy. So what? Okay. Okay. Me and Jay, we don't see the eye to eye all the time. So okay. So I think the Browns, for me, they only have 2 running backs, 2 dogs as running backs that we have to definitely contain. OBJ, he's having an off season. And we're going to have a huge discussion with Browns fans on Saturday. So, guys, be sure to check that out. Me and Jay Tuck are doing a double stream with these 2 guys from the Browns, and it's going to be me and Jay Talk. So be sure to check that out. So Jay, I see you were like, where do you think the Dallas Cowboys are going to struggle in the next 5 games besides the Cardinals?
Well, I wouldn't say these are easy wins. I mean, granted, besides the Giants, I per se, but the Cardinals are a quality team and the Browns are a quality team, man. I feel like they have enough talent around them, and especially with our defense lacking, the injuries that we have, it's a lot of things are up in the air right now when it comes to Dallas Cowboys football. Now, granted, on paper, Sunday's matchup feels like a matchup we should win, but we never know, because I saw reports of Zach Martin just said that he's going to probably start at guard. So if he's starting at guard, that means Brandon Knight might be at left tackle. That means Steele might be at right tackle again, and he struggled. And this Browns defensive line, they're a quality defensive line. I mean, we all know about Myles Garrett, but you also have to mention that they have the guy Claiborne that, if you remember the Atlanta game a few years ago, he pretty much earned a paycheck off of one game. So he's going to be out there. Also Richardson. So they're going to bring the heat up front. So our offensive line, there's still a lot of question marks. And then, of course, you mentioned this, Sid, earlier, our secondary. It's just not – our defense isn't looking like we expected this offseason. And so even though OBJ is kind of diminished, you would say, from what we're accustomed to in New York, he's still that guy. He's still a daily wide receiver. Now, I know Landry has been kind of hobbled with injury, but with the way our secondary's been playing, and there's people wide open, I mean, this game can go different ways. And you got to think about this as well. We're going to be playing in Dallas. We're going to have fans in Dallas. So those teams are going to want to show out a little bit. I mean, you haven't played against a crowd in so long. So they're going to be amped up to play. Baker Mayfield's going to want to show out. So I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think this is going to be a cakewalk game. Like I said last night, one of the things I want to look to as far as the Mike McCarthy era is that, does this Dallas Cowboy team handle business when we're supposed to? Granted, like I said, I don't believe we're a huge favorite, but this is a game that we should win, and I feel like it's a must win. So I feel like we need to come out and make a statement on Sunday, so we shall see.
Yeah, man. You touched on a lot of topics there that I totally took.
My bad.
No.
Where do I go? How do I come back?
I don't know what to say because you said everything I wanted to say. So
My bad. Feed me.
he's our representative.
Hey, go in.
Just be like what he said.
Yeah.
Go in. Just point out.
It's all man.
Man.
SoFlo.
I mean, again, what Jay Tuck says, it's a winnable game, but with our defense and I feel like Cowboys, and again, this is Jason Garrett era, but notorious for not winning those winnable games. So that's why I'm a little reluctant to say that even though the next 5 games are easier teams, doesn't mean that it gives us a pass to win. But I mean, I think if we do what we have to do, we can handle the Browns. I'm just more worried about their run game than probably their pass game.
Yeah, this secondary has been getting on my nerves all season from the get-go, from that Rams game. You know the defense was going to have a hard time. I mean, from that first drive where Goff and them just went right down our throats and the secondary was looking lost. I mean, it makes me want to pull my hair out because I'm a defensive guy. I like to watch – I like having strong defenses on my team. You know, Are we going to ask Dak the next couple of weeks to keep throwing 57 times a game? I mean, we're not built on defense to do that. We need to be able to run the ball and hold time of possession and keep our defense off the field. That's how bad this defense is. So this secondary will get wrecked.
I understand I understand what you're saying, and I think that the run only got shut down. If you guys really think about it, the run only got shut down against Seattle.
Right.
And we always struggle against Zeke always struggles against Seattle, and we knew that going into this game.
We knew that they had a good run defense, but I'm just saying, like, going forward also, like, we can't keep asking Dak to throw 40, 50 times a game. Yeah. We got to try to limit the other team's possessions. We've got to try to keep Zeke running the ball 30 times a game. This defense is really bad. We're not going to win a lot of games with this defense. It's just not going to happen. I mean, our safety play is really bad. Hopefully getting Cheeto and Jordan, Anthony Brown back will help. But as of right now, we can't just pass up on the Browns saying it's going to be an easy game. But this is the type of game I see Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham. They get throwing down the field and get the running game established on us. It could be a long day. That's how bad our defense is. I mean, last week.
I understand, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I understand what you're saying. And Jay, I want you to tune in here, and you guys too, if you don't agree. I think that I get what you're saying, that we don't need Dak to be throwing up. But if you think about it, the reason why Dak has been throwing the ball so much is because the last 2 games, he had no choice. We were behind. We weren't. So many errors happens. 4 fumbles in the first quarter against Atlanta. We went down against Seattle. So he has to. I feel that he has no choice but to put the ball up more in the air, to play that catch up, to be able to try and get us back in a contendance with the other teams.
Right,
So,
but to that note, and I've said it in our videos, that we Cowboys can't keep doing that. We can't just keep playing catch up every time, because then you're putting that pressure on the defense, and we don't have a solid defense to be able to do that. And then you're putting more pressure on Dak. So we need to score early. We need to be up in the game. We can't be digging ourselves in a hole and then expecting Dak to bring us back every time, because he will make a mistake.
Right.
And he did. He made a mistake.
Right.
Exactly.
If you throw 57 times a game, there's going to be a tip ball. There's going to be a corner undercutting your receiver. Something's going to happen. That's where I have the problem. Like, what's our identity? We paid Zeke how much money? Do we not have that running game anymore? Are we gonna throw the ball 57 times a game and be in shootouts? This defense will not make a stop at the end of the game if their life depended on it to win a ball game for us this season. It's not going to happen. We saw it against Russell Wilson. This is what's going to happen. The safety play is really bad, and the only way we can fix that is addressing that safety position, and it looks like they don't want to do it. So Thompson might be the guy there all for the rest of the season, it looks like. I know we want Earl Thomas, me and Jay Tuck, but it looks like the way Steven and Jerry are talking.
Yep.
Steven came on and said, "Hey, we have the guys on campus." So, I don't know.
I just want to know how bad Clinton Dix was for him to make.
He had to be really bad, man.
He had to have been really bad for Darian Thompson to win him out.
I mean, he had to be really bad, because this secondary is one of the worst I've ever seen in Cowboys history so far. Other than Diggs, who's really played well for a rookie corner, he's been playing really good. But the other guys, man, it just make me want to pull my hair out.
So you brought up a valid, and Jay, before I even go into Jay, just chime in on what I just said about what do you think? Do you think that that's the reason why Dak is throwing the ball up as much as he is?
Yeah, I think, Sid, the problem with the Cowboys offense and why we're so pass heavy, as what you mentioned, we're getting behind early. I think Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore, they're coming out initially trying to run the ball and get the run game established. We tried to against Atlanta. That was my small preview of something I've been asking for, was to see a dual running back system with Tony Pollard and Zeke.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard got 2 quick handoffs. He fumbled, which he recovered. And then we haven't seen Tony Pollard in the run game since then. So I think Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore, they want to start the running game, but sometimes the opportunity hasn't just been there the past 2 weeks. So I think if we can get into a rhythm with the run game, we'll see it a lot more. Like I said last night, I need to see a lot more of Tony Pollard, because I believe leaning too heavy on Zeke this early in the season could be detrimental to our future. So we actually need to use both of these guys. Like, Zeke is asked to do a lot more with pass protection and different things like that due to the lack of depth with our O-line. And so let Tony Pollard get some of those screens. Let Tony Pollard get some of those carries, because we can't lean on Zeke so heavily. And once we get the run game established, that's going to open up a lot more for the wide receivers and for Dak to throw. But like John said, and Nisha said, Dak throwing the ball 50-something times? No. That's Matthew Stafford football. That's not going to win.
We're not going to win. We're not going to win many games, man.
And I think a lot of people this offseason, we wanted team for 40 burgers. We wanted excitement, but not like this. Not like this.
But Jay, when we were saying that, when we were like, okay, our offense could have 40 points, we thought we would have a defense that would stop an offense a couple times a game.
Yeah.
Not every drive is a touchdown. You're getting blown coverages everywhere. Jalen's running like a chicken with his head cut off. I mean, Thompson and Xavier Woods are blowing their coverages.
We're going score for score. We score, they score. We get stopped, then they score, then we score. It's like score to score, but we're not getting ahead.
But do you guys also notice that our secondary is getting us crazy penalties?
Yes.
Yeah, they're getting penalties.
Oh,
like I said,
Jordan Lewis especially.
It's at the wrong opportune time. Yeah, it's like at bad moments of the game we're having penalties.
Jordan Lewis.
And then Brandon Carr's at the
going score for score works when you're not making those mental mistakes and penalties.
Right.
All it can take is a fumble or turnover or a costly mistake, and that changes the momentum of the game. Even though we were going shot for shot with Seattle, that fumble by Pollard, that was detrimental. God. That changed a lot in the game, and the Dak interception. So, you really have to be cautious. I don't feel like the Dallas Cowboys are that capable right now to want to shoot out every team.
No. That's my whole point, Jay. Is we can't win a shootout with this defense, because they're not going to make the stop at a crucial moment. They're going to blow it. We saw it with Tyler Lockett, or who caught that game in touchdown with Tyler Lockett?
Yeah,
Russell Wilson.
Was it Metcalf?
No, Metcalf was the last one.
was the last one.
Okay, so these are all mental mistakes, and that 4th and 3, we could have won the game.
Right.
We could have won the game, and Jalen had a mental breakdown there. He instead of taking the tight end, he ran with Joe Thomas towards the running back.
With the penalties, we had so many penalties that continued their drives.
Right.
We could have even against Seattle. There was a penalty where I forget his name. Maybe if you guys
Worley made an interception. Is that when Worley made an interception?
When he did a late hit on Russell Wilson.
Tristan Hill on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Like just stupidness like that. You know who else frustrated me? Looney. There was 2 key blocks that Looney missed, and I'm like, this guy cannot shift as quickly as they need him to, and he's not able to get upfield to make those blocks that they need him to, and I don't think he's the right person for those type of plays. And
Connor Williams too.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Connor Williams had a horrible.
And then how many times did we go on a screen pass to Zeke that we didn't need to?
Oh my God, that was probably the most irritating thing from the game for me.
The play calling, I think, frustrated me, and one thing that frustrated me was we were doing aggressive play calling not at the right time. We weren't ahead. If we were ahead of the game, 2 scores, and you wanted to do the reverse to Cee Dee Lamb to test it out, that's fine. I'm gonna always say it. I'm a broken record. We didn't have preseason to test it out. That wasn't the time to.
Yeah,
I agree. That's when I threw my hat, was that stupid reverse.
That was that.
I'm like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Those screens to Zeke were like, what? Like, it's 2nd and 1. It's 2nd and 1. Pound the ball. You know what I mean? What are we doing fancy stuff out here for?
Right.
Exactly.
We just get cute.
Yeah.
Cute the wrong time, and you pay the price.
So I
can't make mistakes.
Yeah, I just want to jump in the chat, man, because obviously some people are here are definitely throwing some comments. I like Biadas. I can't pronounce his name, guys.
Yeah, I can't either. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Jay, what is it, Jay?
What?
The center.
Biadash
or
Biadash?
Biadas.
Yeah.
They know what
Biadas.
Yeah. So somebody moving the chains said, and huge shout out to moving the chains. I like Biadas as a center, and Looney slid over. That seemed to work better.
It's a right guard. Yeah, it did. It did when we had Zach Martin at right tackle. Yep.
Yeah. What can we do to buff the defense? Clearly, that's an issue. Listen, we need Earl Thomas.
We need Earl Thomas right now.
You know,
we need Jeff Heath.
We need a better safety.
You know what we need?
Even if it's not,
we need some Jedi power.
Even if it's not Earl Thomas, we need somebody.
Listen, man, I was the biggest Jeff Heath hater. I hated that guy. And now, Jay, I want him on the team. Bring him back.
Right. See, that's the thing. Everybody wanted to trade in Jeff Heath, was like the reliable pickup truck for a nice, sexy sports car, but now it's breaking down the side of the road. The maintenance and everything is all high. And I should have kept my pickup truck, man.
And I think I might have to go with you on this, Jay. What you were, we went against you when you said this for 2 first-rounders for Jamal Adams. I think I got to go back on that now, man. I think I've got to agree with you. That's a mistake we made. I'm agreeing, my boy Jay.
I said it last week.
Sid. So right now, if we traded 2 first-round picks,
I would have done it. That's how bad I hate the secondary right now. I would have done it.
And hold on, and we got rid of Lyle Collins.
Yeah.
We'd have been all right now.
As a matter of fact, it would have been. We got to give you that one. We'll spot you that point right there.
Seattle would have had a right tackle with a bad hip.
But he did get. You know what? He did get injured, guys. He is injured.
But he'll be back. He'll be back next week making tackles and sacks and interceptions.
He did more while he was injured on the sideline than our entire secondary did.
I have to agree with that. We're undervaluing the safety position right now, man. And just listening to Stephen Jones, we all want Earl Thomas. I keep refreshing my Twitter feed to see that news, and I was hoping the Texans signed him because I was like, I wanted Texans to sign him, get that out of the way, but he's still out there. But Stephen Jones sounds like he's happy with what we have.
I think we all knew the safety position was bad, but we thought the rest of the defense can make up for it, and now we're seeing what the defense really is, and we're like,
I feel like a critical piece that a lot of people are overlooking is having LVE and Sean Lee out at the same time. Because typically when LVE is out, you have Sean Lee, which he's pretty much a head coach on the field.
Right
exactly. Now, we have both of those guys out. And Jalen Smith with the green dot on his helmet, he's just all over.
He's
all
over the place.
He's just like, he's like a user on Madden. He's just running around the field.
Man. He's like a 70 overall right now.
It was like 71 speed right now.
And he's missing, like, some guys are blowing past him. Like, he can't, he has
I saw Tuck posted that. Tuck posted every time we pay somebody, man. Every time the Cowboys end up paying somebody.
He has lead feet.
He just can't run sideline to sideline. He just can't.
You see how he runs? He runs like a muscle mound.
Yeah, running sideline to sideline. Jalen is struggled, man. He's struggled.
Struggle. So the lunatic, I hit this right on the nail. We have no pass rush without blitzing. We need to blitz and pressure the QB because they have way too comfortable against our depleted secondary.
Lunatic, he's right. He's right. We should be, but the problem with that is our secondary is not good enough for us to blitz. We just can't do that. We'll get toasted every time.
Yeah, right. We got to establish Zeke in the play.
According to my Twitter, DeMarcus Lawrence leads the team in quarterback pressures. Okay, cool.
What year? We're paying $20 million a year to quarterback pressures.
Who leads in sacks? The guy that rolled out of bed.
Right, exactly.
Playing now.
Exactly. It's played for 5 years.
Jay, the thing is,
pressures.
Here's the thing: it's just not these first couple games that D-Law's been missing. We can go back to last season.
That's
the beginning of last season, and we can go through the stats. We can look at it. The guy's production for what he's getting paid is not there. It's not there.
You know what, SoFlo? I spoke to Jay about this the other day, and I said Aldon Smith is my next jersey because he's like out to ball, and him and D-Law should change checks, or because D-Law's not doing it. And you know what? And I said it last year. And I said it during the off season, and I'm saying it again. What the hell is D-Law, man? What are we paying him for?
Well, you think about it, D-Law did restructure his contract right now, so he's playing for a low price. So now might be the time to cut him.
I would trade him for a safety right now. Anybody want to do that deal, man?
D-Law would be good.
No, D-Law is not the same player prior to his contract. We can all agree to that. No matter how much guys want to defend him, he's great in the run stop. He's not the same player. We know the guy before he had the contract. What was it, 17.5 sacks or 18.5 sacks, something like that? Yeah, or something like that.
Right.
D-Law was a monster, and
money's the motivator.
He got paid, and we can all agree he's not the same player right now. Hopefully, he can turn around, but he's not the same player.
Please stop with he's being double teamed.
Stop. Oh my God.
Do you think we're not going to double team Myles Garrett on Sunday? Do you think Aaron Donald doesn't get double teamed?
Aaron Donald got triple team.
Right. And so it's like, well, he's getting a lot of double teams. It's like, I don't want to hear that, man.
No, we got to be realistic, man. We paying that guy $20 million a year.
Right.
Exactly. There's a lot of D-Law. Yeah. Please step up, or take the bench. Take the bench. Sid, tell us where you picked up the Baby Yoda cowboy shirt. Oh, I actually went on a site and paid for the artwork, and I went and got it printed myself. So that's where I got the shirt done. Dallas defense is 17th overall according to Football Outsiders, 24th pass defense, 15 in run defense, and tied 3 for the worst in takeaways. I think
17.
Yeah, because our run defense is pretty okay. Our run defense is pretty good.
Because we're giving up like 400 yards a game.
I know you're a defensive guy, Jay, but I'm just gonna say our defense sucks. Let's just call a spade a spade, because that's exactly where it's at this moment in our defense. And I don't know, it's because of the changes that we made with all the coaching staff. And again, I'm gonna say it too, Nisha. No preseason. That hurt us, and now we're trying to adapt to all these new schemes in regular games. So do I think that we're going to get better? I believe in our defense. I believe that we will get better. What do you guys think?
I'm not ready to slap the trash label fully on the defense because, like you said, we got to take a lot of the other factors into consideration. Because the one thing when I watch defense and I watch this Dallas Cowboys team specifically, I see the effort, so it's there. It's just being at the right place at the right time, and the mental aspect is what's missing. It's not the effort. Everyone's flying around, flying to the ball, but it's just like, the communication is off, and different things like that. The time that Diggs got beat by DK Metcalf, and luckily Diggs was able to continue to play and knock it out. That was a cover 2. Well, cover 2, you're supposed to have safeties over the top. Well, where the hell are the safeties? That's your entire
playing
job.
Underneath, man. They're playing underneath.
That's your job title, safety. That means you did not get beat. And so it's just things like that. So I feel like if the Dallas Cowboys can clean up things, limit these mistakes, start cleaning up, we can get to a much better team as far as our defense is concerned, especially once we start getting healthier. But right now, man, it's just a lack of communication and just all over the place, which gives these wide open touchdowns and different things like that. So I'm not going to slap the label on them yet, Now, if I say these next 2 weeks and Daniel Jones is starting to shred us up, then I'm slapping the label on him.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
All right,
In a
Dak,
minute.
57 throws. Go ahead and do what you got to do. So,
Yeah. SoFlo, what do you think?
So again, agree with J Tuck, whatever he said. But it's basically, for me, it's both of you, like both what you both said. Like, I'm not ruling them completely out that they're horrible. I just think, again, we didn't have mini camp OTAs. You didn't have a proper training camp. You didn't have preseason, and you have a whole new coaching staff and a whole new scheme. So it is going to take a little while to gel. I mean, again, like you said, if we're losing to, we're getting burnt by teams that we shouldn't be, then I could go there. But I think we still have a little bit of time. I think I'm going to give them a little bit more time.
Yeah. This is a whole. What you're saying, J-Tuck? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, go ahead, John. Go ahead.
This is an entire new defense, right? New scheme. Jalen Smith came on and said it was a little complex. I don't know what he meant by that, but come on, man. But
Right.
I think losing LVE is huge because the brain of the defense and Sean Lee, those guys, they have the brains. They know the defense. They can call the defense. Jalen is struggling. He's struggling getting people in places. The middle linebacker supposed to get your guys in spots, call the right plays. Jalen is messing up right now. So we're missing our linebackers. Injuries are causing a big problem on defense right now. Now, like J-Tuck said, we can't put the label on them yet. Next 2-3 weeks, we see the secondary still getting roasted. They're out of position. Then we can say we've got a problem. But I do agree with J-Tuck that it is a little early. What are we, 3 games in the season right now? New scheme, new defensive coordinator. We got a bunch of injuries. Our middle linebacker is gone. Yep. So we if we do get back healthy, we get the guys we want, we see improvement, then we'll be like, okay, we can do something here. But the next couple of weeks will tell us a lot about this football team, because in the next couple of weeks we should know what kind of defensive schemes on where our position should be during the play calls. So we'll see.
We do miss the general.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
Sean Lee's big time missing.
And then, Sid, before you move on, a lot of people talk about the defense, but you think about these past 3 games, my biggest concern is special teams. Like, I feel like special teams has put us in a lot of bad situations these past 3 games. So we definitely need clean up there. We saw Zerline miss 2 extra points. We saw Pollard with the fumble. We saw the botched fake punts. Like, special teams is an area that I thought we were going to drastically improve.
Yep.
We struggled last year. We brought in a new special teams coach. Thought that was going to improve. And right now, that's scary because special teams can definitely cost you a lot of games in the NFL. So, I mean, even though defense has struggled, they've settled in typically in the second half. So Mike Nolan has made the proper adjustments.
Right.
But special teams, man, it's all over the place. So we definitely get them on board. So
and our turnovers, we got to clean up on those.
Yeah.
Our fumbles.
Right.
There are too many. It's so quick. Like, wow. Like, I don't know. I agree with you, Jay, man. I think there's 2 people that I don't want to see returning kicks or punts. Or I think we said this together, Jay. I don't want to see Cee Dee Lamb back there, and I don't want to see Pollard back there.
I try to tell you guys, Knicks, if you're watching, Cee Dee Lamb returning punts. No.
I'm not a fan of that. Something the Cowboys haven't really done past couple years is really just find a specialist.
Right.
You look at some of these teams, they have that guy, punt returner, kick returner. Right. He's quick, he's fast, he's not out of position. But with us, you could tell Tony Pollard's not, he did in college at Memphis, but he doesn't look natural for some reason doing it. And Cee Dee Lamb, I agree with Cee Dee Lamb being a punt returner on special times, like, at end of game, ball game and stuff like that. But during the game, like, I feel like somebody else should be back there. You don't want him getting hurt.
Right.
No, exactly.
Much of a risk.
Exactly. So with that being said, I just want to talk about, to me, this is my Superman right now. And Jay, I know Dak is your QB. I don't think anybody could say anything. I think if you say something bad, I'm going to let all the watchers know, and anybody who watches this video after, trust me, if you say something bad about Dak, J-Tuck will find you and be at your door.
Yep. Even my own brother, man.
Oh, no.
Blood.
So,
not trying to hear that.
Yeah. So I saw this image come out yesterday, and I was like, damn. I was like, wow. Dak Prescott through week 3, 96 pass completions, first in the NFL. 143 pass attempts, first in the NFL. 1,000+ passing yards, first in the NFL. 396 yards per game, first in the NFL. And I could go on. You guys see it? It's right there. We have the QB. We have the weapons. So the defense isn't, like, we know that defense is an issue. Do you think our offense, with what we have seen in the last 3 weeks, has what it takes to go out there and get those W's? Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said on Twitter the other day, man, if I'm Todd France, I text Jerry Jones the money bag emoji with the up arrow. Like it's gonna like the money's only
Yeah,
increasing
man.
with Dak
Yep.
Prescott. And you got to think about it, Sid and guys, what's happening right now, what Dak is showing. This is without that magical offensive line everyone said that
Yep.
Dak always had. This is what, first time starters at left and right tackle, and he's able to put up these type of numbers. And so what Dak is putting on display right now is that he's fully capable just as any other quarterback in the NFL. And I said this on the FTN show the other day. It's like, granted, Russell Wilson is a great quarterback. I'm not taking anything from Russ, but I don't feel like there's a massive gap between Dak Prescott and Russ. Like when we play the Seahawks, I'm like, okay, they got Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
We got Dak Prescott. It's not like, I personally think Pat Mahomes is the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now.
Right.
I probably put Aaron Rodgers as my second, but it's like I don't feel like Dak is that far away from that curve. He's fully capable of doing everything these other players are doing. And so, yeah, Dak Prescott is playing lights out. He carried us in that Atlanta game. He carried us last week. I mean, he's definitely done what he's been asked to do, and he's definitely put it on the forefront. I mean, my only thing, if I want to nitpick against Dak Prescott, was the interception before the half on Sunday. But for the most part, Dak is playing solid. And I told people this, when Dak Prescott is my quarterback, and you guys follow me on Twitter, but it's like, I'm so confident now. It's like crazy. Like, oh, we're only down by 15 points. We're good.
Yeah.
And that's a different type of feel.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from the guy back there, but it's like, I feel like, oh, we're only down by 15. Dak got that. And I felt like if we were able to get the ball back when DK Metcalf did score, I was like, oh, there's plenty of time left. We got 3 timeouts. Dak Prescott's going to put us in a range to win this game. And so that's the confidence I have with the quarterback. And a lot of you hating Cowboys fans should actually do the same too, because he's definitely the quarterback of the future for the Dallas Cowboys, or he better be.
Yeah, SoFlo, before you answer, huge shout out to Tyrone Church. He says Dak just I think he's trying to say Dak just needs to clean up his turnovers and he will be MVP. And it's funny that he's saying that because earlier today, I know the big MVP talk is Russell Wilson, but I think Dak is also a contender up there for the MVP. So with that being said, SoFlo, please chime in on all this.
Dak's elite, man. Dak he might not have all the arm talent as Aaron Rodgers or Mahomes, but he's got all the intangibles, man. If the game's on the line, like J-Tech was saying, you're down 15, you know number 4 is going to give you a chance to come back and win the game. So I love what 4 is doing on the field this year. He's in for a huge payday, man, at the end of the year. These numbers are crazy what he's putting up. He's keeping us in games, and he's going to continue to do it this season. And J-Tech said it. Look at this offensive line he's doing it with.
Right.
I mean, imagine he had Tyron, his all-pro left tackle, and Leo Collins at right side. So, but yeah, I'm always confident in Dak. He gives us a shot to win the game. I love the guy. He's humble on and off the field, and he always brings it. And I'm confident that he can he'll take his number 6, and hopefully we get that contract at the end of the year done.
Right.
I feel the same. Like I'm confident with Dak as our quarterback. I'm confident. Like you said, if we're down 2 scores, I know Dak has it. I mean, he's done everything and more. Like, I don't know what more he can do to show that he is MVP level. Like, I don't know where statistically, game-wise, he's done everything and exceeded. And I don't understand why he's not even in that category for some people.
Yeah, some people. Yeah, I saw an article written, and they were, I forgot where I saw it from. They were like, oh, Dak's not even in Russell Wilson's level. I'm like, dude, because I was like, what? Like, so you see that disrespect, and I know Dak sees it. So, he's going to keep on wanting to prove people wrong. But.
Yeah, 100%. So you guys said something that's very interesting, and Dak can go out there and do it. But I think it comes down to the other players as well, his receivers. And, Gallup has stepped up. Gallup has had some key plays for us. Cooper had a nice reception last week, and I think he got injured during that reception. I don't know what happened. I saw him get injured, and I don't think you saw him after that.
Is it me, or is it every time Cooper makes a catch, he looks hurt? Right? I'm always scared because he makes a catch and he gets up like really gingerly.
He got the big money-itis.
Talking these paydays, man. Every time Cooper hits the ball, he gets up slow. I'm like, now we're on Amari Cooper's subject. I was talking to a friend about this real quick. I just want to know your guys' opinion on this. But he was saying that we should have signed Byron and let Amari walk.
No.
You want me to go on this, Sid?
Because
you know my answer. And I tell Cowboys Nation this. I love Amari Cooper. He was the last jersey I bought. But if we knew we were getting Cee Dee Lamb in the NFL draft, Amari Cooper would have been gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care if he wanted to go to Washington, New York, he would have been gone. We just didn't know, and we didn't want to walk down that path again because we just went down that road without Dez. when he left, and kind of had the Allen Hearns and those guys kind of floating around. So that's why he got that deal. But the Dallas Cowboys knew we were going to get Cee Dee Lamb. Exactly. If they knew we were getting Cee Dee Lamb, they would have probably let Murray go. We would sign Byron Jones. Can you imagine having Byron Jones and Diggs back there?
Yeah.
A lot different. I know Sid was, get Byron Jones. He doesn't get interceptions. Byron Jones was someone you can trust back there to do his job. And we're definitely missing that right now. But I like Amari Cooper, though. I
love Amari too, yep.
Yeah, so that catch that he had, though, he actually dove for a catch, and then he was, like, humbled like a little baby, and he was...
Yeah.
And I don't think I think we saw him once after that, and that was it, no?
He was on.
He knocked the air out of himself. I think
he missed a couple plays. He came back in.
Yeah.
He's like kind of like a Mr. Reliable though. Like he may not have those big fancy catches like Michael Gallup, but he's there. If you need him, he's there.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite. I think we've had this discussion before. I said that for me, Cooper is my favorite Dallas Cowboy player right now.
Yeah, he's a great number two, right? He's a number 2 wide receiver right now.
Oh,
okay, all right. So I want to know, and you brought it out. You opened up can of worms. Who's the number 1 receiver right now for the Dallas Cowboys? And don't answer Jay. I want SoFlo to answer first, and then you could chime in, and then we're gonna make our announcements.
Oh boy, I'm on the spot here.
Just like by stats or just?
Well, I'll stick with Amari Cooper, man. I'll stick with Amari Cooper as right now. I think MG will take over that.
Over Gallup?
I think by midseason MG will take it over. But right now, our number 1 is Amari Cooper.
I think number 1's Amari Cooper.
I think Tyrone. I agree with you, Tyrone. Right now, I love my Cooper, but Michael Gallup's my number 1. Who do you have as your number 1, Jay?
I mean,
he's thinking.
Who do we draft?
Man.
Right now, Cee Dee Lamb was the number 1 receiver the moment we drafted that guy.
Okay, but I haven't seen.
If Mari Cooper, if you guys watch Dragon Ball Z, if Mari Cooper and Michael Gallup do the fusion dance and they come together, and merge, they come Cee Dee Lamb. That's what happens, man.
So
can you really say number 1? I mean, like Cedric Wilson had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like,
pinpoint. I'm glad you brought that up.
Where does he come in now?
So,
and he was supposed to be third if we didn't draft Cee Dee Lamb.
So we remember against the Rams, right, when we went for it on 4th down. Where did we go? We threw it to Cee Dee Lamb.
He was short before the sticks. Is that when you?
4th down, game on the line.
Yep.
You go to the rookie in his very first NFL game. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. So
but he came up short.
Yeah.
We should have gone to Cooper.
I don't know the stats, but who has the most catches or targets?
So I think
I would say MG. Is it?
I would think Amari Cooper.
I don't think it's Amari Cooper.
No, it's Michael
I think
Gallup.
it's Michael Gallup.
Gallup and Cee Dee.
Yeah.
It's got to be Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup's having a crazy season so far.
Yeah.
Who's the most target? I gotta go.
So Tyrone says Michael Gallup the most clutches wide receiver on the Cowboys.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree with that. MG's a beast, man.
But the last drive, who did we throw it to? Cee Dee Lamb. So with that being said, me and J Tuck have a huge announcement about how you could win your very own Cee Dee Lamb jersey. So
let me ask you this: Why are we doing a Cee Dee Lamb jersey? Because he's the most exciting player on the Cowboys right now. Everyone's talking about.
Hey, I love me Cee Dee. I love me some Cee Dee, man.
So Flo, we're just gonna take you off camera for 2 seconds. We're gonna jump into the announcement, but you guys will listen, and I want you guys to chime in as well. The fans can still hear you. So here's how you can enter to be able to win your free Cee Dee Lamb jersey. So the rules to be eligible for the free Cee Dee Lamb jersey: you must subscribe to both J Tuck and my channel, and you must screenshot it and message us in Facebook and let us know that you've subscribed to both our channels and your predictions for Cee Dee Lamb's yards and touchdowns. Now, what we're gonna do with everybody who enters the competition, we're gonna end up putting all the names in a bin, and at the end of the season, we will raffle off the jersey. Now, with that being said, if your prediction's close, you'll be entered to the draw. If your prediction's not close, unfortunately, your name will be removed, and we will move on to the next person who was close to what we're asking. So again, you must subscribe to both our channels. You must message us on Cowboys Fans Only Facebook page showing us that you've subscribed to both our channels. with your Cee Dee Lamb prediction? Pretty simple, no, Jay?
I'm subscribed to both channels.
Jay wants dibs.
I'm already subscribed.
Now,
I'll subscribe to both
if
channels.
you've already subscribed, you still have to go through the process. You still need to show us that you've subscribed to the channels and with your predictions. Now, with that being said, Jay, what do you think? You think like this is a fair competition?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm excited to give this giveaway. That's something me and Sid has always spoken about. You guys give us so much, so we're happy to give back to you guys. And so go ahead and join in so you guys can get your Cee Dee Lamb jersey and strut around, because you now have the #1 receiver, Dallas, on your back.
So with that being said, guys, all this information will be in the description below. We're gonna release a little pre-clip about this as well tomorrow, so everybody knows the rules to be able to enter. And guys, and don't worry about the size, because I will send it directly to your house. So I'm gonna order it on NFL. You tell me the size that you're gonna want, and it's gonna be shipped right to your door. All you gotta do is subscribe and tell us what you think Cee Dee Lamb will do this year. Simple. Right, Jay?
Yeah, simple. That's it. So I already got my prediction. So
you can't enter the draw, man.
I can win. Oh yeah. We're playing. I'm playing to win, man. I play to win. So
yeah, man, 100%. So
I
guys,
already got wings on my Cee Dee.
Yeah. I owe Jay. I owe Nick's wings. I owe you wings, man. I'm gonna be broke when I go to the States.
You're right.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna jump into the next couple of games. So I've ended up saying it, and I want you guys to know, and I'm going to look up the lineup again because I don't have it off the top of my head. We got the Browns next Sunday. Mm-hmm. Do you think, and Jay, you've already chimed in, from the way Jay's talking, he's already like saying we're going to lose the game.
No, don't do that.
Oh, no, you put it on Jay.
Jay Tuck's Twitter is JTuck151.
No, man, I didn't say all that. Man. I predicted us winning. I got us winning the game. I just said it's not going to be a cakewalk like everyone's like, oh, you play the Browns. Like, oh, you play the Browns. Now, I can't wait till the following week when we finally play New York. You know what? And I can clean house on Sunday. I can relax a little bit. You know, like these last 3 weeks have been too intense. Like my heart was pounding on Sunday.
Oh my God.
So we won't go into the whole like 5-6 games. I want to go to the next 3 games. I want you guys' opinions on the next 3 games. SoFlo, I'm going to ask you first. We got Browns, New York, Cardinals. Out of those 3 games, what do you see us doing? Do you see us winning the next 3 games? Do you see us struggling? Tell me your opinion.
Go ahead.
Of course, I'm going to always say we're going to win all 3 games, but I think we have a good chance of being 3-0 in the next 3 games if we clean up a lot of the defense. I think the Giants is probably going to be one of the easiest games. I think Cleveland is a winnable game. They're just, we can't just, like J Tech says, it's not a cakewalk, but I think the hardest game of the 3 is going to be probably Arizona. But I think we have a good chance of going 3-0 as long as we clean up and all the little things that we've been I don't even know how to say it, all the things that we mess up on, penalties. Like I'm just getting flashbacks.
Yeah, I'll go the Giants game, and that's a cakewalk. I'm not afraid of Daniel Jones and that team. That team's hurt. The defense is hurt, so we should expose them. I mean,
and they got Jason Garrett over there.
Jason Garrett's we got Jason Garrett over there.
Their offense is crazy right now.
Yeah, their offense, Saquon's gone for the year. They got injuries with Golden Tate and Sterling Shepard's hurt. So those guys, that's a game I'm not going to count as a win. But next week, this week coming up, we got the Browns. That could be a tricky game because our defense is not there yet, and they've got some weapons. Their running game is stout. I mean, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and then you got to deal with Jarvis Landry on the outside and Odell Beckham. So, and they know our weakness. They know where we're at right now, so they're going to attack us. So we got to be ready. But our offense will be able to put up points on that defense as long as we contain Myles Garrett, right? As long as we are able to block him, not let him do what Aaron Donald did to us in week 1. You know, it'll be like Terrence Steele, where Myles Garrett comes off on the right side. But we'll see. We should be able to take care of that game. But we're gonna have to play a little bit better defense. We should be able to score. We're gonna score. So I think we'll win that game. And then the Cardinals game is a toss-up for me. That's a tough game. But I could definitely see us maybe going 2-1, losing the Cardinals there. I hate to say that, but
You're keeping it real. Listen,
yeah, I'm just keeping it real.
This is speak your mind all the time. And
yeah, the Cardinals scare me.
Yeah.
They're a good team.
Jay.
I feel like these next maybe like 6 to 7 games is where we really find out who we are. I feel like this is where we need to really get on the run, figure things out. Whatever's going on in defense, figure it out, because I think we need to beat the Browns. That will give us some leeway against the Eagles in the division. So then we go to play New York and different things like that. Because like I said last night, we don't want to get to December and be just a half a game up on Philly or, just maybe one. Like, no, let's not do that. So let's gain some ground right now. And I feel like winning on Sunday will help that, because then we can go to New York. I feel like the Cardinals game is going to be up in the air. It's a Monday night game. And, the Cardinals are explosive on offense. But I think around that threshold is where we'll start to see this team maybe get healthier. We'll start to see maybe Tyron Smith come back. Maybe Sean Lee comes back. And maybe some of these corners that have been out are starting to come back. So we can just kind of just delay the process until everyone get healthy. I think we can make a significant run. I don't want to be a homer, but I feel like we could run the table until we really get to Pittsburgh. I feel like with the talent that we still have intact, granted, injuries, everything that we have, I'm expecting to win games until we get to Pittsburgh. I feel like the reason we would probably lose to Pittsburgh is because we'll probably rest and relax after we beat Philly in a big rivalry game, But that's the Jason Garrett era. That's the Jason Garrett era I'm
right.
used to. I'm used to losing a lot of those games where we should win or just having a lack of focus. Hopefully that's not the case. And so I think this is a huge opportunity to gain some leeway as far as our season's concerned.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you might be able to win this division with 7 wins.
Right.
That's how bad this division is. Really bad.
Exactly. And
but
do you want to go that for granted? Yeah, we don't want to take that for granted and kind of back into it.
No, never. No.
And like I told Philly Notion and the other Eagles guy when we had our show, said, you guys, the Eagles, they're not my measuring stick. Like, I don't give a damn about beating.
Yeah, I could care less what they're doing.
I'm in for Green Bay and the
Saints
and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Like, that's where my focus is on. Like, I don't care if we split with Philly, whatever. I'm ready to make an actual real playoff push. But I feel like right now, this is where we can kind of gain that time, find our identity, and really get things moving as far as this team is concerned.
Yep.
Man, speaking about that, I can't wait till November, because that's going to be part 2 of that show, and that's going to be hot like fire, because I'm going to be all over. Yeah, man. Definitely be sure to check that out. Jay, I totally agree with you, man. I think that we need to get our momentum going. And the thing about that, I think we can do it against I don't think we'll have a problem against the Browns. I don't think we'll have a problem against New York. Now, moving the chains said something that's really, funny, but you know what? Something to take into consideration. Don't underestimate the Giants. I don't want them to slack and lose to Garrett. I will lose my mind and cities will burn. No.
Right.
Listen, if the Cowboys lose to the Giants, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when you lose it as a fan. That's when you go in there and that's the Cowboys should win that game easily.
Right.
There should be no.
That's what we need to see. Just handle business.
Yeah, you go in there and lose that game, and we got serious issues.
Right.
Listen, the only thing I want to see the Giants maybe score 3 points, get a field goal. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the
And
offense
I
is
feel
not
like you said, these kind of games where we need to get our rhythm. And I feel like, with the lack of preseason, lack of training camp, this was the most important season to start our season off against the Giants. I know Cowboys fans were sick of playing the Giants for every home opener. Like, why are you playing the Giants? We needed that to kind of get into a rhythm. Like, we came and we said this when we broke down the schedule way in the summer. I'm like, we're coming out the gate heavy with a lot of good teams. And so I just feel like we just need that one game to really settle in. Hopefully this game against Cleveland, it will be a game where it's like, okay, we went against Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham in this running game, and their defense can kind of get a confidence boost. So I feel like right now their confidence is shaking because every week they've been kind of getting dog walked, as we will say. So if they can have a good week this way, show some kind of, that they're taking a step forward, that can start to gain some confidence and momentum going to these next few games throughout the season.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. So I'm struggling because I'm thinking I don't want to have another 8-8 season.
Oh no.
you don't want that.
And we're already to the point, and I think I said this to you guys earlier, SoFlo. We are lucky we're not 0-3 right now.
Should have easily been 0-3.
Also could be 3-0.
Yeah.
And that's what I keep telling people. Because think about it. If we kick a field goal instead of playing Madden and going for it against the Rams, it could be a completely different outcome.
Game.
So
And the special team plays.
Right. And then also, I mean, 4 fumbles against the Falcons. How rare is that?
Yeah.
And so I feel like right now, and that's the one thing, Cowboys Nation, that's keeping me positive. Is like we really haven't seen a good Cowboys team yet this season, where it's like, okay, we came out, we played good on both sides of the ball, and Baltimore was just the better team and they won that day. Like right now, we've been sloppy and all over the place, and so that's the one thing kind of keep you hopeful.
Yeah, you're 100% right, because we could have beat Seattle. What was it, 4th and 3? They converted to win the game. I mean, we made that stop. We could win that game. We could run the clock out.
Think about it. Even with the missed extra points, you take away the Tristan Hill penalty. Okay, now it's a 5-point game. Dak makes his drive. We don't get those penalties at the end of the game. It puts us right in position to score a touchdown and win that game. So we're right there, even as bad and as sloppy as we've been playing these past 3 games.
Right, as bad as the secondary's been,
And I think
we just have to clean up.
That's exactly what I was just to say. We need to clean up. We need to stop this. We need to stop doing the stupid penalties. We need to stop letting these rookies. It's these rookies that are making these. I don't know if they're nervous or they got the jitters or they're just like Lewis. I think at one point I forget who got past him. He grabbed his hand, tried to pull him back. Like, why?
Yeah. That was actually an interception. Worley made an interception, and they called that back for illegal contact on Jordan Lewis. That's a game-changing play.
That's what I mean. Like, these are little things. If the guy's blown past you, let him go at this point. Because why take a penalty and make it even worse, right? So these are the little things that I think that we need to clean up. And I'm tired. Yeah.
So do you think, and I mean, I might be just saying this, but do you think they're lacking confidence in the fact that, like, again, we don't have a good safety, so they're making these stupid penalties, holding and all this stuff? Because
I don't think it's confidence. I think it's just a lot of these guys are new. Like, a lot of these guys are rookies coming into the NFL. That's a lot of pressure. Being a Dallas Cowboy is a lot of pressure, right? So I believe that this is the reason why some of these guys are just trying to find their place, trying to find their groove, trying to figure out where they are, what they need to do. And I think a lot of it's getting to their head. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, you think about like the meme that goes on social media of like the Grand Theft Auto, and it's like, oh damn, here we go again. Like, I feel like that's what our cornerbacks do when they're getting beat. It's like, damn, I got beat again, and so they panic. They're either holding, they're grabbing, different things like that, because they don't feel like they do have that protection over the top.
Exactly.
And I know we spoke about this summer, is that we wanted to be more aggressive, we wanted to play more man-to-man, we wanted to do more press coverage. Well, that's all fine and dandy if you have the proper safeties to do it. And so right now, a lot of these guys are getting beat off the jam, and there's no help. And like I said, we're playing great quality wide receivers. We'll play another batch this Sunday. And so I think it's just really getting that confidence, a few turnovers here and there. We'll definitely get that morale boost. But like I said earlier, I see the efforts there. It's just a lot of cleanup that needs to be done, a lot of communication out there on the defensive side of the ball. But I expect, us to kind of get into a rhythm. Hopefully it starts this Sunday.
Yeah, 100%. So before I let you guys go, I just have one last question. Do you think the Dallas Cowboys, should everything start, getting a little mesh, as we call it, if we start meshing and gelling well, do you still think that we have a run to be able to make it into the playoffs? What do you think? What do you think, SoFlo?
I 100% agree that if we start gelling together, we have a very good shot. I mean, either way, our division sucks, so we have a very good shot at making the playoffs. But if we gel together, clean it up, I think we have a good shot going deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, our offense is ranked number 1 in the league. We can score points with anybody in the game right now. Problem is the defense. Can they get it together mid-season or coming up in the next few games? Can we get it together, make a few stops, get some turnovers? What are we last in creating turnovers? It's still early. We still got to learn the scheme. I'm still confident in this team. We have the talent, guys. We know the talent's there. Especially if we can add Earl Thomas back there, then we'll be all right. I could guarantee you that if we had Earl Thomas there Sunday, we could have won that game.
Oh, yeah.
You take Thompson there and put Earl Thomas in there, we could have won that game. But I'm confident. I'm still confident in this team getting together. I want to see Zeke, get back to his old self. I hope the offensive line gets healthy.
He started being his old self until Sunday.
Yeah, he dropped some catches there. It was kind of weird seeing Zeke drop catches, but But I'm confident the Cowboys getting together, so we'll see. And I'm confident. I think they'll get it together.
All right, man. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, man. I think when you look around the NFL, I mean, when I was on the tailgate, everyone's talking about how great Seattle and Russell Wilson and this and that. It's like it's only week 3, and like first of all, we played like crap, and we were still incapable of winning that game. So just off the talent standpoint alone, this Dallas Cowboys team can definitely make a push in the playoffs. I think that's the expectation for all of us Cowboys fans, especially with bringing on this coaching staff. I mean, the key for everybody around the NFL is staying healthy. I mean, hell, if you look at my fantasy team, the whole team is hurt. So teams like San Francisco that we were kind of think is going to be back in the mix, well, they have so many injuries. What does that mean? We kind of seen, Tampa Bay. They haven't looked what they're expected to do this far. It's a lot of football left to be played. And, typically we say around week 4, week 5 in the NFL season, you'll start to find out the true identity of a lot of these teams. But I think for this year, it's going to be slightly delayed. It'll probably be around week 8 or week 9, we kind of say, okay, this team is legit. I feel like right now you can pretty much look at Kansas City and say, okay, whatever, Kansas City is legit. I mean, do you really trust New England? Do you really trust the Saints? Green Bay is off to a hot start. So there's a lot of football left to be played. But I feel like if we can stay healthy and get healthier, the mistakes that we're talking about tonight can be cleaned up. I think so we can definitely make that push at the end of the season, especially let's say, for instance, we do have another 8-8 season and we're a wild card team. We are a scary wild card team to play in the playoffs. I mean, just off of talent alone. So I feel like if we can just get to the dance, get everything cleaned up. I saw someone mention in chat, Randy Gregory coming back. So different things like that could be outstanding for us as a whole. It's just staying healthy and riding the season out. So
I just want to add one more thing to what we were saying too, is that this, again, I'm going to say it again, this division is weak, man. I could see us sweeping them with ease.
So
I can see us sweeping them.
Here's the problem I have, and guys, like I said, I'm just putting my opinion into this. I don't want to just go into the playoffs because our division is weak. Right? I want to go into the playoffs. I keep saying players. I want to go into the playoffs being a force to be reckoned with.
Right.
I want us going in there, working together. We're finally, the defense is stepping up. Our secondary is improving. Our offense, Zeke's running the ball. Dak's passing. I want to go into the playoffs, with teams saying, oh, man, we got to play the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Right. And I want to say this to Sid, and I know a lot of Patriots fans, they support my channel and everything. But if you go back and look at the New England Patriots, they took advantage of being a horrible division for a long time. Let someone else kind of enjoy that. So, even if our division is weak and we get to the playoffs, whatever, is part of the system. But like you said, Sid, we want to make sure that we're playing our best football in December and January, not in October.
And our offense can run with anybody in the NFL, man. I believe it. I believe this offense can put up points. Again,
crazy. Yeah.
Again, we get into the playoffs, we could be dangerous, but then again, it's that defense. We go against Aaron Rodgers. Can we stop him a few times? We stop him a couple times and get this offense do their thing. We can score. But, I mean, you get into a shootout with other team, the defense is giving up big points. Eventually, this defense is going to make a mistake. Eventually, that's what's going to happen.
But I completely agree. I don't want to go into the playoffs just being because we won from the worst division. We're the best of the worst. Patriots, you said, came from a horrible division, but their seasons have always been 12-4. They've still been elite in a horrible division, and that's where we should be. Even though our division sucks, but we should still be elite. We shouldn't be a level playing field. It shouldn't be like all of us are 8-8, 7-9, and we're just the better of the worst. No,
we need to be an elite. We have way much more talent than anybody else.
Cowboys team going up against other elite NFC teams.
Exactly. I have one last question here, and I'm going to let everybody go. My man Jason Jeremy says, ever regret being a Cowboy fan? No shade at all. Just asking what fuels you.
I am a Cowboys fan by marriage, so I'm not allowed to like any other team. But no, I don't regret it. No, I don't regret it. I've always been a football fan, even when I was young. I grew up in California, so 49ers were a big thing. But even my mom's side of the family were Cowboys fans, so I don't think I would regret ever not being a Cowboys fan.
So what was the question? What he saying? No.
Do you ever regret being a Cowboys fan?
My Cowboys could go 1-15 for the next 10 years, and I'll still represent the Cowboys, man. That's my team. I've been through the 5-11 seasons, the no quarterbacks. I'll never give up on my team, man. Just love the Cowboys. I don't care. I'll never give up on them. That's my team.
Jay? Why are you shaking your head, Jay?
I'm just saying, like, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to, man. Like I said, I live here in Kansas City. I could easily put on a red Kansas City shirt and went to the parade and, wave my flag. But for everyone in my neighborhood, there's hundreds of Chiefs Super Bowl flags. Playing on my house is my Cowboys flag, man. I rep my team till I die. It is what it is.
Yes, sir.
I feel like being a Cowboys fan, you're in a cult. Once you're in, you
yeah.
can't get out.
Could you think about it, though? Think about it like this. Imagine being a Cowboys fan. Let's say, you've been one for 25 years or 30 years, whatnot. And then right now you say, you know what? I can't handle it. I'm done with this team. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. And then all of a sudden, the Dallas Cowboys get that hump, and all these Cowboys fans are still like, no, like, you don't want to miss all that moment. So, like I said, I went to the AFC Championship game here in Kansas City. I saw people who waited 50 years to go to the Super Bowl. Like, I see, grown men shedding tears. So it's just part of us. It's rooted. I will look goofy in another team's hat and jersey. And so I'm Dallas Cowboys until I die. I don't know anything else.
I'll never forget. I went a couple the rookie season, Dak and Zeke's rookie season. They had what did we win, like 13 games or something? And and we were doing good. I went to the mall and this guy was like, "Oh man, you're a bandwagon fan. You got your count." I'm like,
right.
Dude, I've been watching the boys since like 94.
Yep.
Like I've been through everything, man. Like, so.
Well, if you guys haven't seen our game room or behind us, like, there's no turning back.
Right.
Like, our whole house is like navy and silver, and our whole game room is Cowboys. So there's no turning back.
Yeah, that's
right. And people say, "Oh, you're a bandwagon fan." Who the hell would choose this? Like,
like we haven't won anything. We haven't won anything since like '95.
Yeah, I would have picked the team who haven't.
The guy at the mall was like, "Oh, you're a bandwagon fan." I'm like, "What?" Like, bro.
No, I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan since '95, and my dad was, and I believe it, man. Ride till I die, man. That this is my team. I don't think I'd ever switch. And it's funny that you're saying that, Nisha, because my wife has converted to being a Dallas Cowboy fan. She watches it because of me. But, she threw her comments when she's like, she was so mad at the game. She goes, "I hope you didn't make me like a team that sucks." And I'm like, listen, I go, whether we suck or we don't, this is our team, and this is who we stick by. So
exactly.
I've been a fan for 13 years now, so I went through the whole Jason Garrett era. So if I'm still here, I'm sticking.
Jason is smart.
Yeah. So Jason Jeremy's
biggest argument me and my wife ever have was last year for Spirit Day. She wore a Chiefs hoodie.
Oh
no!
I found another phone number in her phone, man. I was so livid. Like, how could you do this to me? Like,
man.
Listen, even if we go to a Miami game, we're still wearing Cowboys clothes.
Exactly. Exactly.
So just a shout out to everyone who's in the chat. I want to thank everyone moving the chains, the lunatic, looking crazy. I said you just tuned in. Be sure to check out how you could win your own CD Lamb jersey. All the information is in the description below. So definitely check that out. Listen, it's free. All you got to do is take a few screenshots, type a few words, and send. So be sure.
Already doing it. I'm starting to get the alerts in the Facebook group, man. So everyone's on it.
That's good, man. So huge shout out to those guys. Jason Jeremy, he just says this is a huge guy, a guy I work with actually. I've never met him. Great guy though. He works out at Halifax, and he's always been tuning in. And he just said, "Sid, you're the one that turned me into the Dallas Cowboys. Massive respect, bro." Okay, John and Nisha, I hear you loud and clear when you answered about your question. And J Tuck, respect. I hear you. So definitely.
Shout out to Jason for picking a good team.
Yeah, 100%. Nisha and John, SoFlo Cowboys. Please let everybody know where to find you guys. I'm telling you, go subscribe to their channel. They put some amazing content out. Their videos, they're always sitting in that great room that they have behind them. I want to come visit just to I will pay to get a tour of your basement. You should sell tickets. I'm telling you, people will probably pay. Please let them know where to find you. The Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
So you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search up SoFlo Cowboys. We are pretty much on every social media. We would love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, man. Guys, please go subscribe to their channel, support them. Like I said, we do this because we love the game. We love our team. So definitely go check them out. My man, my co-host, my brother from another man, my Superman, J Tuck in the building. Let them know where to find you, man.
What's going on, everybody? I saw the lunatic just post. He has a custom '88 jersey, half white, half blue. because 88 is Drew piercing him. Yeah, man, that 88
Oh.
is deer. Like, I have my CeeDee Lamb jersey. I haven't wore it yet, but it's not the 88 one. Not yet. I saw the 10 jersey.
Damn.
So yeah, everyone, you can follow me on Cowboys Fans Only on the YouTube channel. Comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. Also follow me on Twitter at jtuck151. And then for your Cowboys CFO merchandise, go to cowboysfansonly.com. If you watch my channel, sometimes I toss out just random discount codes. We do that there. Also, if you guys are just not Cowboys fans, just a fan of the NFL, you can follow me on the fan-to-fan-network.com, where we do live NFL tailgates with everyone across the NFL. I do that. And then on Saturday nights, I do a live stream with Darren Smith. He's actually a Chiefs reporter here in Kansas City on ESPN Radio WHB10. So I'm sucking with my picks, Cowboys fam. So I need you guys to help me because I got crushed last week, man. But like I said, I appreciate everyone's support. Sid, Nisha, John, you guys are not co-host or guest, man. You guys are family. Me and John are the new tag team champs of Madden, so we're about to get to that here in a second. But I appreciate everyone showing your support, man. Like I said, and I hope this Cowboys team can really get things rolling and moving.
Yeah, man, 100%. I'm with you, Jay, man. Guys, I want to thank everyone for checking out Speak Your Mind all the time. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Dallas Cowboys, the number 4 life. Twitter, Sid DC for life, and definitely go check us out on Facebook. Definitely, all the information is there, guys. Again, please enter the competition. This is for you. It's free. It's a free jersey. Just got to do simple things. All the information is below. If you want to watch the video again to find out how to do it, definitely rewind, check out it again. I love having these guys on. I'm definitely gonna have SoFlo back on. J Tuck, we got a big show coming up this Saturday with some Browns.
Dog pound.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The Browns fans. So definitely be sure to check that out. It's your boy Sid, and I'm out.